Alright everybody, I'm going to do Alright everybody, I'm going to do a little review video of my bike again in a way. This is going to be what it's like owning an Aprilia RSV 1000R as kind of an everyday bike. As you know, this is my personal 2007 Aprilia RSV 1000R. I've got 10,500 miles on it, and she has treated me very good all this time. Well, I guess we can very simply start off with the cons. Main con is you gotta let the bike warm up a little bit. Anything about under 170, she hesitates from 35 to 4,000 RPMs. So you gotta let it warm up before you go anywhere, which is fine. And really the only other problem I had is when I bought it, I had a leaking radiator, of which I got one off eBay and installed it for 100 bucks. And it's actually been, runs nice and cool and hadn't leaked since, so I guess I did something right. Well, the good. This bike is fantastic in every way. I love it. It looks great, it handles great, it stops great, it accelerates great, it sounds great. It is great. That's the easiest way to describe it. Yep, easily one of my favorite bikes. Obviously I want a RSV4, and I'm sure my opinion will then change, saying that that is my new favorite bike. But as it sits, this is a great bike for not a whole lot of money. Best thing about this bike is just the plain appearance. Everybody sees it, they want to know what it is. And then you get to explain to them you got an Italian race bike, and yeah, it's just great. And like I said, the best thing is the sound, of which you're going to hear a lot of it in just a second. This is why you have this bike right here. That right there, that's why to own this bike. That glorious sound. Let's see, shall we do a acceleration over 100? Yes, we should. The Aprilia RSV 1000R for an everyday bike. Well, in town, she does great. Doesn't get too hot. Rides really good. Feels pretty good in the gearing. Shifts nicely. Handles in, stop signs, red lights, in traffic. Handles everything just fine. On the highway, handles everything just fine. So far I've tested a few times. I get a grand total of 41 miles to the gallon on average, and that's riding it like I own it. So like I said, brakes work amazing. Got the big Brembos on here. I haven't had a single problem stopping. I've gone through plenty of twisty roads and pushed my acceleration and brakes pretty hard, and have not got any brake fade yet. No brake fade. The front brake works great. The back brake, I mean, we could always use maybe a little bit more back brake, but still works great. the handling has been amazing on this bike so far. If anything, the bike just wants to turn in harder. I mean, I'll go out here on the roads and I'll do double or nothing. So, say for instance, 30 mile an hour turn, 60 mile an hour entry. And then come out hard on the power. That's what this bike does. And the best thing about it is it's forgiving. It may not seem like it, but if I take a corner wrong and I go in, say, too hot, have to hit the brakes, or if I come in too slow and lead too hard in, I'm able to correct myself before I have a major accident. And that's what I love about this bike, is it's not trying to kill me. We as a pair work well together. So, I mean, like I said, one-handed, just cruising, no problem. I mean, she just rides good, holds you in well, just fits me really well for 200-pound guy, 5'11" to 6 foot, depending on my shoes. And that pop, 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 pop. Oh, I love the sound of this exhaust. This bike actually handles bumps going through in town pretty well. I mean, like I said, for an everyday bike, it's pretty comfortable. I'm not going to say it's the most comfortable thing ever, but I've enjoyed it after, you know, a brief week or two adjustment period. It has been very comfortable. It's a nice Nissan Titan in front of me. It looks suspiciously like mine. But yeah, she feels like a very nimble, light bike. I mean, it is a little heavy, not too bad, but very, very controllable and nimble. Just chews up the bumps. Like I said, ultimately it's been a very nice, reliable, everyday bike. Like I said, other than having to let it warm up in the morning, which you should do anyway. And like I said, I use this bike as a commuter bike. I mean, I literally ride to and from work on it a lot of days. I mean, it has absolutely no storage whatsoever. And then when I say no storage, I mean like none. Like, I don't even think I can put one glove under the seat. But that's what backpacks are for. Hey, look, my boss. Hey, look, my boss's wife. But like I said, overall, this has been a absolutely fantastic bike. It's treated me great in every way. Feels good, handles great. Like I said, you get that nice appreciation of riding an Aprilia. Just a fantastic bike overall. Like I said, if anybody's ever interested in buying one, I definitely give you my blessing. Please buy one. There's not enough of these bikes on the road. Alright guys, well, if I missed anything or anything else you want to know about it, especially as an everyday rider, please send me a message, comment, and like and subscribe if you like what you see.